Tariff Tuesday.
Tariff Tuesdays.
Welcome to a Tariff Tuesday,
Good
everybody.
News. Good news.
So we know that it happened. I told you it was going to happen yesterday. You besmirched me and said, no, it will not happen.
This is what we refer to as fake news.
Is that
where we bet on whether or not it would happen, and you said
I thought he'd pull it off the table.
It would 11:59 p.m. He'd pull the rug. I said, nah.
Pull it off the table. We've got Trump instituting a 25% tariff on all goods imported from our enemies, Canada and Mexico.
The evil empires.
The axis of evil, Canada, instituted immediately a 25% tariff on $30 billion, $30 billion of dollars worth of U.S. goods. And
so
Mexico
did maple syrup just get more expensive? And Horton's coffee and what else? Back bacon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you ready? I'm going to give you my tariff for dummies. Okay.
Oh,
I did a deep dive, obviously, into
appreciate
tariffs.
that. Good.
And so we're going to tell you in a second, really, how this affects you and the reasoning for Trump doing this.
Okay.
But tariff for dummies.
Tariff for dummies.
Okay. So here's how it works. Let me give you an example.
I'm ready.
All right. There's an American company.
Yeah.
And it imports shirts for $20 a piece.
$20 shirts.
Okay. The American company sells the shirts in the store for $40 a piece.
Whoa. Nice job.
I know.
They make $20 profit.
Enter the king.
Oh.
Trump puts on a 50, let's just go with 50. It's easier for the math.
Okay.
Trump puts a 50% tariff because it's imported, let's say, from China.
Oh, China.
So the American store now pays $30 a piece for the import of the same shirt.
Is that good?
Not 20, but 30.
Yeah.
American store now sells the same shirt in the store, not for 40,
no,
but now for $50 a piece.
Right, because they're not going to take the hit.
That is how tariffs work.
Yeah.
You end up paying it, not China.
No.
It's
not Mexico,
us.
Not Canada.
It's you.
It's the end user of whatever it was that was being imported into the country. Whoever buys it in a store ends up paying the tariff.
What is it? Tariffs for dummies.
Yeah.
So again, how many times in your career, doing radio, have you really ever talked about tariffs?
A few. Yeah.
Very
but I
few.
understand it. It's basic economics.
Basic economics, but I wanted to at least dumb it down for not everybody, but myself, so I understand what exactly this means.
Can I make a point also though? And I mentioned this yesterday, but I'm going to use your example.
Okay.
Of how tariffs raise prices on everything, including things made in the United States. Let me give you an example. T-shirt manufacturer, a shirt manufacturer.
Same shirt manufacturer.
No, they're here in the United States.
Oh, they're here in the U.S.
They make their shirts in the United States, but instead of $20, it costs them $30 because their shirts are a little more expensive. They're made by Americans, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now that there's a tariff, they're not going to keep selling their shirts at $30. If the other guy's price went up to $50, they're going to charge $49.99 all of a sudden. They are going to bring their price up to the tariff price because why would you leave that money on the table? Yeah. You wouldn't if you were a smart businessman. If you're a moron, you'd go ahead and just say, well, I'm not going to raise it. I want Americans to buy things cheaper. That's not how business works. Yeah. So we've already seen that in the steel industry where the American steel manufacturers have already raised their prices. Not because their costs went up, but because tariffs were instituted against Chinese steel and other foreign nations. So they just raised their prices to match or beat the other steel. So why? Because they can. That's why.
Yeah. So with the 25% tariff that Trump instituted on all goods imported from the evil axis, Canada and Mexico, we're going to have to find a third one. What was Bush's axis of evil? It was Iran. Was it Iran, Afghanistan, and Iraq?
Possibly. Yeah, I'd have to go back and Google that one.
So I think what everybody wants to know is, when are you going to feel the pain? When will you feel the prices going up? And so this is an easy one. Couple days. Because
literally.
If you want, because if you want fresh fruit, guess what? Fresh fruit comes
from Mexico
every couple days in our supermarkets. And do you think it's going to be as inexpensive as it is today in a week?
No.
The answer is no. No, I can't really tell you how much it's going to go up necessarily, but you'll see it increase. So every
vegetables are the same, right?
Correct.
I know that we get a lot of vegetables from Mexico.
So Canada, we get meat and veggies and dairy and booze.
Oh, okay.
China, we get soy, grain, chicken, wheat, corn, cotton.
Okay.
From Mexico, we've talked about what we get. Arizona and Mexico, big time economic partners.
Our number one trading partner.
Right. So everyday consumers like us, like you, will feel it in the next few days. Best Buy has already said we're going to increase our prices. So whatever, they're going up. Walmart.
But can I just say I'm not making fun of them specifically. I got a text, 620. Well, buy American. What's that American TV you're going to buy? Let me know. Oh, how about the American cell phone? You got one of those somewhere? How about anything electronic American? Any of those? No. How about again? Your vegetables and your fruit. Where are the American? No, there is no. You can't buy American on many of these things. There is not an American manufacturer. And as unstable as things are right now, no one's going to build $1 billion plant in the next couple weeks to meet the demand. You are going to pay more, full stop, period.
Not to mention, a lot of American-made products use parts and pieces from overseas, and they have to bring those in, even if they are, so they're going to pay more.
Not even overseas. Mexico and Canada.
Yeah.
That's true. I was thinking of China, but yeah.
Cars.
How about car parts?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you're in big trouble if you need a part because you're going to.
There is no car.
It'll most likely go from Canada or Mexico.
There is no car sold in the United States that's 100% American parts.
Yeah, we looked
there
it up.
isn't one.
Yeah.
There isn't one.
No.
The Tesla, which came in third on the list, by the way, 65%. And that's American and Canadian because they weren't breaking down Canadian parts before because we didn't know we were fighting with Canada.
We didn't know they were the part of the evil empire.
So you're probably at 50% max for any vehicle right now, American parts and manufacturing.
I want to give you a specific car, and I want to play this audio. So we're talking about the tariffs, how it will affect you. A Dodge Ram truck.
Okay.
Do you know where that's made?
I do know where Dodge Ram trucks are made.
You watched a YouTube video on it.
Mexico.
Exactly. So let me.
Everyone except the 1500 Classic, which, by the way, they've closed the factory. No, I'm not kidding. In Michigan and have ceased making them there. All Dodge Ram pickups are now made in Mexico.
Okay, so Fox Business, Jeff Flock, out at a car place, and he's pointing to a Dodge Ram truck that is made in Mexico.
Sitting on the lot.
Yep, sitting right on the lot. Take a listen.
Could be ground zero for the impact on the tariffs, Maria. This Dodge Ram truck, $80,000, instantly became $100,000.
That's Fox News.
Yeah, Fox
80?
Business because of
the tariff hike.
The tariff.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that 25%? I can't do the math. I think that's the 25% tariff, which that Dodge truck. Now, here's what I don't understand. I'm going to be honest here. I saw that video of the reporter standing there and talking to the car dealer, the truck dealer. Did that Dodge truck, did they already have to pay tariffs or duties to bring it across the border? Or is the tariff paid when you purchase the truck? That I admit that I don't know the answer to that.
I don't know.
But that dealer certainly saying the next truck that comes across the border from Mexico, where all Dodge trucks are made, Ram trucks are made, will have a 25% tax on it that will be passed on to the consumer.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a very, very tough year. I think there is so much uncertainty out there with this president. The stock market was down 600 today, down 600 yesterday. I just don't. Nobody knows really where he's going. Even if you're a big time supporter and you're listening and you like the tariffs, you're trusting in his plan. Okay, I get that. I don't trust it. I wouldn't have trusted it from Biden. I don't trust it from any president. When I see the economy kind of starting to teeter, I start to clench the butt cheeks. And so mine are a bit clenched.
You're
right
in
now.
full clench mode?
I am full clench mode. But if you want to go back just to the beginning of this administration, so Trump blamed Mexico and Canada for being lax in their enforcement on the border, letting fentanyl into the United States, pointed the finger to China. said, you guys are manufacturing this deadly drug. And
that's true. By the way, it's 100% true. The chemicals required to make fentanyl come from China.
So
100%
Trump said,
true.
you know what? I'm gonna throw a tariff at you guys if you don't do something. Here's the thing. Both Canada and Mexico actually did what Trump asked. And so Trump went off and said, no, I'm not going to do the 25.
Right.
So he got them to do what he wanted them to do on the border. And then he still did it a few weeks later.
Yeah.
And so I understand that he's negotiating.
Yeah, you don't negotiate with terrorists. You know? And I think that's where Mexico and Canada are getting pretty close to.
I don't know why, if they said they would help, if they said they would go further than what they did with Biden, and we're going further. I'm speaking of Mexico and Canada. We're going further. Why? Because we don't want that tariff. And then they went and did some enforcement and put 10,000 troops at the border in Mexico. And then Canada had $1 billion deal and all. And he still did the 25%.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wait, they gave you what you wanted. They gave you what you wanted. And then you still screwed them in the end.
Mm-hmm.
And so get ready to pay.
Oh, yeah.
Get ready to pay.
You're going to be paying more for literally everything.
And by the way, I'll just say this too. Who does this hit the most? Who's this going to hurt the most?
Billionaires.
No.
Oh, it's okay.
No.
I was taking a guess.
Trump, and I got to give him a lot of credit for this, knows how to talk to blue-collar Americans, and they voted for him. And you know what? They're the ones that are going to get crushed.
Absolutely.
Thousands more dollars a year.
Farmers, crushed.
Yeah.
Farmers export their goods. You do realize that, right? Yeah. Got a little harder to do that today as well. Yeah.
Thanks for watching Outspoken with Bruce and Gaydos. Tap to watch more from KTAR News and click the button in the middle to subscribe.